everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. Now in this tutorial I have made lots and lots of triangle shawls as gifts and things using lots of different patterns, and some are obviously way more complicated than others. So I just wanted to do a tutorial to show you the quickest and most definitely the easiest, or one of the easiest, triangle shawls you can make. The other easiest option that I could recommend to you would be making a moss stitch triangle shawl, which you can find a tutorial for in the description box. But this one is just a triangle shawl worked from the top down using UK treble crochets, or in the US these will be your double crochets. And it really is super simple. So to start you want to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you're going to insert your hook into your very first chain, and then you're going to slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook, and that gives us a centre circle here to work our next lot of stitches. So we want to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that is going to count as a double treble, or if they're in the US then this is your treble. So that chain 4 counts as a UK double treble. You then want to do 2 trebles into that centre circle. So you want to yarn over, insert into your centre circle, yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more, so yarn over back into that centre circle, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You're then going to chain 2, and that is going to count as the point as we work our shawl. And then we're going to work back up what is technically the other side, and you're just going to mirror what we've done here. So you're going to do 2 trebles into that centre circle. So that's 1 and 2, and if you remember we did a chain 4 which counted as a double treble. So you want to yarn over twice, insert back into that centre, yarn over and pull up, and this time you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is how you should look. And obviously it doesn't really look like anything just at the moment. At this point now you want to chain 4 and turn your work. That chain 4 is always going to count as your double treble, okay? So that chain 4 always counts as a stitch. And then straight into the base of where we've just worked up from, so into the top of this stitch here, you're going to put 2 trebles. So 2 trebles into the base of that stitch. So yarn over and insert into that stitch, go through the whole of the stitch making sure you've got the V, and do your 2 trebles. So that's 1 and 2. We've then got 2 trebles here to work into, so we're going to put 1 treble into the top of each of those 2 stitches. Again, working through the whole of the stitch. 1 and 2. And then you should be at your chain 2, which is your centre for your point. And you will always do 2 trebles, so that's 1 and 2, and then you want to create your new point by chaining 2, and then back into that same chain space you're going to put 2 trebles. So your point space will always be 2 trebles, chain 2, 2 trebles, all in the same space. Okay, so now we are working back up. We've got 2 proper trebles, and then we've got the chain which counted as our double treble. So you'll put 1 treble into the top of those 2 trebles, so 1 and into the top of that final treble. And then, as I say, we've got that chain 4 which counted as our double treble. And so we want to mirror exactly how we started this round, and so into the top of that chain, you're going to put 2 trebles and a double treble. So at anywhere in the top of that chain. So yarn over anywhere near the top of the chain, you will do 1 and 2 trebles, and then you want to finish with your double treble. So yarn over twice, back into the chain, yarn over and pull up, and complete your double treble. So ignoring my tail that I've got here, this is how you should be looking. And by doing double trebles and chain 4s, it helps to elongate the top of the shawl whilst keeping the bottom of the shawl narrower, so you get to create a wider shawl without it getting really, really long in the point. So that is the round that you're going to repeat over and over, but I will complete one more round with you just to firm up all of your stitch placements. So it's exactly the same. So chain 4, which counts as your first double treble, and turn, and then into the base of that stitch you are always going to put 2 trebles. Okay, so you've got technically 3 stitches into the first and last stitch of each round. So that's 1 treble and 2 trebles, and then you're going to work 1 treble into the top of every single stitch all the way to your corner space. So at this point you should be working 6, because we've started on that first one and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to work into. So you'll do 1 treble into the top of each of those 6 stitches. And then you should be at your corner chain 2 space. And into that corner chain 2 space, you will always do 2 trebles, chain 2, and then 2 trebles back in that same space. 1 and 2. And then again, you will work 1 treble into the top of every single stitch all the way up until you get to your chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the final 6 will be the last proper treble of the row, and then you've got your chain 4, and again you're going to work your 3 stitches into the top of that chain. So you will do your 2 trebles, and then you will always finish with a double treble. So again, yarn over twice and complete your double treble. So again, that is how you should be looking at this point, and you will be able to repeat that round over and over and over again until your shawl is the size that you want it to be. And then obviously at that point, if you wanted to, I mean obviously I've used a really funky yarn here, so I would probably keep my border quite simple, but if you've used a plain yarn and you want to just jazz up a little bit, you can add a really fancy border if you wanted to. It's completely up to you. But I just wanted to show you the basics on how to create a really, really simple triangle shawl. So I know it's only a short video, but it's quite simple steps. So you can obviously pause or rewind to the beginning of the last round if you needed to, and repeat it over and over again. But that is it for the tutorial itself. I really do hope you have enjoyed this one. For anyone that is wondering, I've been using the Stylecraft Sweet Dreams double knit in the shade called Mermaid, and I've been using the recommended hook size. If you wanted a really good drape to your work, then you're just going to want to up that hook size a little bit to get a really soft drape. But that's it for this one, and I will see you for another tutorial really, really soon. But thank you as always for watching, and bye for now.